Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. And I've got a bag of Paydirt someone sent me, so we're doing a mail call. This was from Andrew Hitz, one of my subscribers, and he sent this to me from Virginia, and it was mined in Virginia with his Gold Hog Piglet. He did it on the Contrary Creek near the gold mine, the old Jenkins gold mine, he told me. And if you look at the thumbnail I used here, the Contrary Creek is a really cool looking creek. Unfortunately, it's cool looking because it's kind of turned red due to old acids leaking out of the old iron pyrite mines. And it's actually being studied right now because of the pH levels have changed so much because of the acid and stuff like that. But it looks really, really beautiful. It's probably not too great for you, but you know, it looks really, really cool. It's kind of a reddish orange river right now with all the nice foliage. So it looks really nice. I tried to get a good picture for the thumbnail, but back to the Paydirt. I'm really excited about this. I love Paydirt that people have mined themselves because it lets me vicariously live through them. So I'm going to get to see what Andrew mines, and this is what he pans out. So I get to see what he pans out, and I can pretend like I'm up there in Virginia mining some out. So what I'm going to do is move the camera around. I'm going to maybe classify this down yet. I can't really tell in the bag what it is, but I can't feel anything heavy in it. But I'm going to spin it around, and I'll probably do a little bit, and then we're going to pan it out. So let me spin it around. Alright, all flipped around. Let's go through this Paydirt. And as you can see, I am wearing gloves. And I will answer this question. I get this question a lot from people on why I wear gloves in all my videos. And I actually just got that question a couple days ago. And I'll answer it. And it's because of Paydirt like this. And I'm not saying anything against Andrew or anything like that. But this, I know this comes from an area that has some pollution issues. And since you don't know where most Paydirts come from, and even if you do know where they come from, you don't know it was in the water. One of my health issues I suffer from is I have a disease that is attacking my immune system, is being overactive, and it's attacking all my joints, destroying all my cartilage. So they have put me on immune suppressors to essentially get rid of my immune system. And I get sick really easily. If I get a cut, I get infections really easily. And the last thing I want to do is stick my hand in some water with some Paydirt where you don't know where that Paydirt's been. You don't know what chemicals are in there and things like that. So it's why I wear gloves panning. I'm not going to suggest you do it. That's up to you and your own health and things like that. But I do it just simply for a health reason and to prevent me from getting infections in my hands. Because another one of my health issues is I have psoriasis, and I usually get it really bad on my hands. So I tend to have a lot of little bitty cuts and abrasions and things like that on my hands, and you don't want nasty stuff in that. Alright, it's all duct taped up. I don't know. Looks like it's double bagged, so let's get to that inner bag. Here we go. Wasn't sure. It looked kind of damp in the two bags, but it doesn't look any damp in here. It does have some a little bit chunkier stuff, so I probably am going to classify this down a little bit. And then we'll pan it out. I'll probably only classify it twice. I'm not going to class it down all the way. So I'm not going to let you listen to any music either, because when I'm panning it, you will be listening to a lot of music. So you might as well listen to my voice right now. And again, this is really cool of Andrew to do this, you know, because this is his hard work. He's, you know, was out sweating and getting wet and sticking his hands in the Contrary Creek, digging and shoveling and everything else so he can send it to me. And that's always really, really cool. So there you go. Well, there's a little bit of the plus 10. Some of it trying to get away. Now let's do the minus 10 plus 20. And that's about it for what we're going to do for classification. And let me say this too, I still have a lot of mail calls to do. I am still really backlogged, so anyone who has sent me something, I really apologize to you. I am, and I will get to your material. It's just taking some time, and like I said before, I don't like to do 2 mail calls at once. I don't want to stick a whole bunch of people in one video and thank all of you. I want to thank each one of you individually, because you individually sent me a bag of Paydirt, so you deserve your own special video. I also don't want to do multiple videos in a week, because then it kind of takes away from it. So I am going to be getting to you, and I apologize as always for being so slow. And also, if anyone is out there thinking about sending me some Paydirt, don't. Not right now anyway. Give me about a month or 2 to clear out my backlog. Then you can email me, or you can email me now and just ask me, oh, can I send you something? And I'll tell you, give me a little bit of time, because I still have good 4 or 5 reviews to do, or mail calls to do of people sending me stuff, and I actually know I have 2 more coming in the mail. So I have 2 months worth of mail calls to do, and I don't want anyone to just send me something then be upset thinking, oh, he's not going through my stuff I sent him, and getting upset about it. I don't want anyone to get upset. So there we go. As you can see, a lot of it is in the lower classification. Let's see if there's, a lot of magnetite. I might actually use a magnet on this bag just to go through it. So what I'm going to do is give me a break. I'm going to set everything up, and we're going to clean this out with the magnet. And I'll show you me cleaning some Paydirt out with a magnet. I haven't done that in a while. I don't think I've ever done that. So let me move these, reset up my stuff, and get some more pans, and we'll use a magnet and clean out all the magnetite. Well, got everything set up, and let's get out that magnetite. Okay, finish that all out. Here we go. Here's all the magnetite, anything that's magnetic. And it's kind of weird is there are some stuff that's not actually black. I mean, it looks like there's stuff that's still not magnetite in here, but it is all magnetite. I even paused it for a minute just so I could really go through it and make sure I wasn't adding anything in here that wasn't. And it's all magnetite. Now, to explain a little bit about how I do this, just to show you, essentially I keep my pan at a 45-degree angle. You can't really see it from this angle. But then I drop the whatever's been caught with the magnet down from pretty high up, and this way anything that's heavy will tend to want to sink down to the bottom. And that way if you're picking up a little bit of gold, it'll usually drop. And then I only try to pick up the top half. And again, I try to pick it up from a little distance, maybe an inch or 2 away, so it really has to jump up to it. Shake it down, drop it again, pick up about half, drop it, pick up about half, like that. Now this, 90% of this, 99% of this is all going to be magnetite. I mean, see, there's nothing really here that wasn't magnetic. That's because I've already cleaned it. But the concept is, instead of, I know you'll see a lot of people where they have like the 12 bowls and they just drop it, pick it, drop it, pick it, drop it, pick it, drop it, pick it. But that really doesn't work. I've done that before, and you can get down to that 12th one and you'll still have gold in it, because you're essentially just sticking your magnet back and forth into the same thing, and there's no variation to force the gold to drop out. And that's why I started doing it like this. So that's how I do it. But now we need to know, is there any gold? So I'm going to go clean up my table a little bit, put it all into one of these pans, and then we're going to start panning, because I need to go get some clean water and start move my camera and start panning. Okay, set up my water and let's get to the +10 material. So I'm going to pan this out, let you listen to some music, and then we're going to do the -10 +20 and so on and so forth. I'll cut in between and show up a little splash screen so you know when I'm moving on to other material. Now, I don't think I'm going to find any gold in the +10, but you never know. And doesn't look like it's going to be too silty. No. It looks like concentrates that have been run through something and all the silt's been cleared up. It does have some floaters in it, but shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to let you listen to the music, and I'm going to start panning. So everything has been panned out except for this little bit and the 3 pieces I have in here. I'm going to go pan this out because this is going to take a while and I don't want to put it on video. It's just going to be really long because this is a lot of pyrite. This is just essentially nothing but pyrite. And it's going to be a real pain in the butt there is still some gold in the bottom down here, so I want to get it. This is just the majority of it. So I'm going to be right back, cut, show you all the gold I get out of this, and do some final thank yous. Well, that was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it, so thank you, Andrew. And I don't think I've ever had that much pyrite into such a small bag of Paydirt before, and it was really fun. I kept thinking, though, as I know all that pyrite must fool a ton of people who just so happen to stumble on that creek and are like, oh my god, look at all that shiny. It's silver or gold or something, and they just probably scoop a handful of it up, take it home, and think they hit the mother lode. But they didn't. I did find it enjoyable, though, and that's all that matters. I'm going to flash up a picture of the gold I recovered right here. So again, Andrew, thank you so much for that. That was an awesome experience. I had fun. I hope everyone enjoyed watching me pan out Andrew's Paydirt, and thank you for all your hard work that you did to get that to me. I really, really appreciate it, as I do with anyone that sends me anything. And again, as I said before, I know I'm behind on my mail calls, but I am getting to everyone. So thanks to everyone for sending me stuff. Thank you, especially Andrew, for sending me that. And 24 karat gold plated dime giveaway for the day, of course, is going to Andrew. So Andrew Hertz, your name will be popping up here in a second. I don't need you to email me or anything. I have your address from your package, so I'm just going to send this out to you. And to everyone else, thanks for watching, and happy panning.